I'm sure you've all played darlings of the genre, such as Enter the Gungeon or Nuclear Throne, but what if I told you there was an even more unique type of twin-stick bullet hell game on the market? Solos is a fun new take on an indie favorite, and it's heaps of fun. This game flips your expectations on their head and puts you in control of the weapon firing the shots that can ultimately cause your demise. Upon launching this game, I was immediately in love with what I heard and saw. A rock-infused electronic soundtrack blasting in my ears, and the grungiest, coolest looking geometric shapes I've ever seen. There's even a child's voice that chimes in when you select a menu option or die in the game.
Oh boy.
A neat little detail that fits the overall feel of the game very well.
Oh yeah.
The art style is so unique and incredibly appealing to look at, which is quite impressive considering the extremely minimal assets used here. One thing I feel I should mention before we get into the gameplay is that a controller is required to play this game, as it doesn't support keyboard and mouse functionality, so keep that in mind going in. Solos offers 3 modes upon starting a new game: normal, arcade, and speedrun. Normal's where I started, and it's the best mode to help you learn the basics. The levels start out very simple and slowly ramp up in difficulty as you progress. Each bullet crossing the screen is fired by the player, and the more bullets you have on screen simultaneously, the higher your score multiplier. This in turn means that as you fire off more shots, you increase how likely you are to be hit by one, giving it a very fun risk versus reward element in each level. You start off shooting pink shapes that are destroyed with a single bullet, but shapes of other colors with higher durability are introduced as you progress, adding an extra layer of difficulty. These levels can be as tame or as insane as you want them to be, but Solos is at its peak fun factor when you dial the intensity up as much as possible. Arcade mode is what separates the PogChamps from the Simps though, as you're given 3 lives and tasked with surviving as many levels as you can before you deplete them. I admittedly got my ass kicked here, but I still had a good time doing it. The gameplay is the same as the normal mode, but the intense butthole clenching moments are far more frequent, as each life lost means you're one step closer to a game over. This feels like the most competitively designed mode in the game, and though it's not currently a feature, I think an online leaderboard could really help facilitate rivalries between friends or have dedicated players fighting for that top spot. The final mode in the game is Speedrun, which tasks you with completing each level as fast as you can, meaning you'll almost always have to have the screen full of bullets in order to shave off those precious seconds. The timer starts whenever you fire your first shot and doesn't stop until you've beaten the level, making it a forced gauntlet from start to finish. This has the potential to be another highly competitive mode, and another place I think an online leaderboard could add to the experience. Overall, Solos is an extremely tight and well-designed game. Despite not having the online leaderboard functionality that I think it would greatly benefit from, there's a ton of replayability here with over 100 levels that'll have you shooting blocks for hours. Not too bad of a deal for $10.